Bate CTV, Lone Rashapi, the Frank Motors, Kajaka Dekali Gabatamai, Junka Tata Motors, Halatko, Ni Shillong, Rinkat Bakanet Foodish, Ordar Mapi, Ninwan Ramani, Hakirdobying Jompi.
Menteri Rangba jongka jelna Konrad Kongkel Sangma hagasngi balang jongka arpo hunyo terik ubenaya yong arajar arpo ar ula ong baka Sorkar jela kandang hapban Bishar benia Shwa bin pabin ya ke Jingdawa jongka harijan panchayat komiti padkum kinong song ke jelna Meghalaya kidon ke hok bandawa tang baka Sorkar kandang song Bishar Shwa. Hagajing ya keren bat kilat pathai kubor Konrad Sangma ula ongru ba kani kamat kadai ke bajuat hado kata-kata bat kajing persang jong ke Sorkar ban penkut no ya kani kajing kalongru lingba kajing patha jong ke yeng Bishar.
Again, a very complicated issue which is very sensitive in nature, whether it's the local community or whether it is the other communities throughout the country and throughout the world have got involved in this issue. So therefore, it's not an easy problem to resolve. But we have really been focused on it, and the high-level committee that was set up has really worked extensively. And one must appreciate that where we were at one point where nothing was moving, we are here today where there is some sort of an agreement that, well, we are fine, we'll shift. So my point is that everything doesn't happen in one go. So this matter needs to be discussed, needs to be taken forward. We have finally come to a point which actually we never thought we would reach this point. So even from where we were, where there used to be continuous fighting, where there used to be complete, legal matters, all these issues coming up, to today where we are coming to a point where we are actually talking and starting to discuss and negotiate. Is happening, and I think that's a great achievement from that point of view. Not the solution, but at least we are moving towards a solution. Now, having said that, I mean, they have got their concerns, and they've got their demands. Fair enough, everybody has got the right to express, but we will see the limitations and the constraints and the level to which the government can go. If it is something that we feel is not possible, then obviously we will discuss once again and see how to find a solution. I don't think these kind of discussions can be concluded in a one-day session or two-day session. As I said, if you see from where we started to where we are today, there's a huge progress that has been made, huge progress. So now allow the committee to work, allow the discussions to take place. Let us try to find a solution. We have to keep in mind that every citizen of Meghalaya is a citizen of Meghalaya. And it is our duty to ensure that we protect and also ensure that we are able to resolve the problem by keeping the sentiments of the people as a whole from both sides in mind. So therefore, coming back to my opening remarks, not an easy problem to resolve, but with continuous commitment and efforts, today here we are talking at this level and actually reaching to a point where we could find a solution in a very amicable manner. I think that itself it shows the progress. Fine-tuning is left. Let's see how it goes. We will see, allow the discussions to take place, allow us to continue the talks with them, and only when things are final will things be final. So till then, we will continue to talk. So it all depends, as I said. Number one, the point is that, well, why didn't the other governments do it? I mean, you should have asked the previous governments also. The point is that there is a complicated situation out here. As I said, when we do an act or when we do any kind of action from the government side, there are repercussions that are felt everywhere. The government has to be responsible in how we do things. And if we are finding that we are being able to resolve the situation by dialogue and discussion, I have been always a person who believes in that. Yes, if the situation comes to a point where it's not moving any further, we'll be compelled to look at all options that are there. But when we studied the entire thing, we felt that we'll be able to resolve it in the right way without really creating any kind of, bad blood or any kind of wrong environment or, kind of a very, I should say, non-conducive environment in this whole discussion. When it is avoidable, and we can actually resolve things by actually having dialogue. we have always approached and felt that that is the preferred way. If it does not work, obviously there will be rules that we follow. The good thing is, while we're discussing this, we have finally been able to bring the people to the talks, to the table, to agree to certain conditions. Now they are saying certain things. I am not saying that government has agreed to their talks. The talks are on. Let us see, let us discuss, let us figure out a way. Again, I don't want to be seen using this line all the time, but we waited for 50 years. Let us wait for another month or so and try to see how we can do it. The border issue also, we waited for 50 years. Let us wait for a month or two and we'll see how things move forward in the other areas. So therefore, yes, there is an urgency, but these kind of talks and discussions need to be handled well. There are repercussions that go beyond even the boundary and borders of the state. We need to realize the impact of that. And while we do that, we have to act responsibly, find the solution with minimum damage that will be there.